It's Dizzy, and like many of you, I am preparing for the storm that we're supposed to be getting. As of right now, they're calling for between like 8 and 12 inches of snow. And today it's supposed to be cold. And I have had problems with this front door for years with keeping the cold air out and the warm air in. And nothing has seemed to work. First thing I did was, of course, I tried weather stripping. Well, I am not good at weather stripping. And I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but it just didn't seem to work. About the only thing it did do was make it difficult for me to lock the front door. I also tried, you can't really see it, but there was a window in the door. I tried doing some caulking around that. That didn't really seem to help. Of course, having something at the bottom did help keep air from coming in there. Hopefully this camera doesn't get knocked. I have a puppy dog trying to help me right now. And then another thing that I did, and it worked pretty good, was I took a bunch of plastic bags and using a butter knife, stuffed them in the cracks all around the doors. Of course, that had to be taken down each and every day. And I live in New Jersey, and they no longer give you plastic bags. So I ran out of black bags that I could use. And so I tried coming up with something different that I could do. Well, the first thing that I came up with, and I left this blocked so I can show you, I have my magnet, a plastic shower curtain on the door. I have holes cut for the deadbolt and for the doorknob, and that worked fairly well, but there was still air coming in, and it didn't go all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. And yeah, I know the floor needs to be swept and whatnot. I'm not worried about that today. I've got more important things to worry about. I did a pretty good job, but it still needed something else. That's when I came up with the idea. I got a Mylar blanket and I put it over the door. Since the door is metal, I am able to use magnets to keep that in place. For the first time in I don't know how long, I do not feel any cold air creeping in around the door. Is it cold out? Yes. You can see right here, there's some condensation because of that. Yesterday when I had just the shower curtain, I didn't have the Mylar blanket up because I just bought them yesterday. It was actually ice there. So it has definitely made a big difference. The other thing that I am going to be working on, I've got one of these blankets on the back door. I got a third one. I am going to be cutting a piece of that and taping it over the hatch for my attic space. And with the pieces that I have left, I already have foam in my AC vents. I know that's kind of, there it goes, now it's focused. But I still have heat coming up, cold air coming down. That one's not in the greatest because that was in a hard position to get to. But this is all ways that I am working on keeping the heat in the house. Of course, I do have the window insulation on the majority of my windows. I still have a big one in the living room here to do, and probably see if I can get it on the ones on the north side of my basement. But this has made all the difference in the world. So if you need a way to possibly block the heat from escaping your front door or any door and keeping the cold out, the heat in, this might be something you want to think about. Blanket was like $5 in Walmart. I'm sure you can get them cheaper online, maybe cheaper other places, but that's what I had available to me. And he said it's done a good job. I'm happy with it. I'm almost too hot right now, and I will talk at you later.